moderate the session, we have on stage Mr. Kamlesh Barot, the President of FHRAI, and it's my privilege and pleasure to invite our panel of speakers on stage. Please do welcome Dr. Ghassan Aidi, President IH&RA, Mr. Mcinerney, President AH&LA. Please welcome Mr. Raman P. Rama, incoming President HFTP. Mr. Alkesh Patel, Chairman AAHOA. Mr. Frank Wolfe, CEO HFTP. Mr. Vikram Madhok, Chairman WTTC India Initiative. And Mr. Frederic Pierret, Assistant Secretary General, United Nations World Tourism Organization. Ladies and gentlemen, it's over to Mr. Kamlesh Barot to initiate and take us through the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Till the time that Mr. Vikram Madhok comes over, I think Dr. Ghassan Aidi finished the earlier session faster than we scheduled, and therefore everybody was ahead of time. Friends, it's a dream come true to have such dignitaries from the world over to be present here amongst us on this dais. We are fortunate enough to have so many presidents and chairmen of different associations. First of all, agree to come on a platform, and I've overheard them over dinner saying, we meet less, come. We did, yes, because it was known earlier years that FHRAI's sessions go on and drag. So we want to break that tradition and be ahead of time. As I was telling, I overheard each other discussing among themselves, we meet less in the United States and the European nation than we have met over here over lunch and dinner, and we are again together. So thank you, gentlemen, each one of you, for gracing the FHRAI, coming over and spending time with us, giving us your rich experience, and especially our delegates who have a vision to become president or an office bearer of FHRAI. This session is going to give them a lot of insight in what FHRAI should do in the coming 5 years. The idea of doing this session was to have everybody at one platform, not do presentations, but have predetermined answers for questions which were mailed to each one of them 15 days or a month in advance. I feel we circulated this. And the reason was we wanted all these questions to be done as a homework by them so that they're available here with answers, and the questions that I pose to them don't make a mention that, yeah, let me get back to my office and we can provide you this data from there and all of that. We have one chance. It's like a terrorist trying to blow off a bomb saying, this is my only chance of showing you this demonstration. So for us, this is the only chance where we have this powerful body over here that can probably throw questions, pose questions, deliberate, agree, disagree within ourselves. But my idea as a president of this association is, if we are able to create some sort of synergy with this group, I would like tomorrow, when the tourism secretary, the big boss of this industry, comes over, if we are able to sign a document, be it an MOU, be it an understanding, be it something that we can show to the ministry and say, here is something that we have agreed upon between the associations, be it a student exchange program, be it a members fraternity program, be it exchange of data, statistics. I don't know what will come out of this, but I promise you that tomorrow when we have the tourism secretary, Mr. RH Khwaja here, we'll have something to present. So with these words, I'll just start with questions, and I'll request the gentleman to follow one unruly process of shutting me down halfway if I'm taking the session somewhere else, but to make sure that the points that you've got ready for yourself is heard by our delegates and we come to some sort of a conclusion. I'm not asking each one of them to make a presentation, but the first question that I'll ask, I'll read out the question and ask any of these gentlemen to answer that out of turn, and who takes the precedence takes the answer for that question. Are we in agreement with that? Am I probing into a lot of areas that I don't need to tread in?
If somebody has an additional comment, can we make it over?
Please, sure. The mics are there, and I've made sure that they're working this time, and hope the power doesn't go away. We hope that these 24 power outs in Goa don't happen when our session is on. So the mics are there, you can just pick them up and speak out of turn, and let's have...
That'll be the fate of the associations.
Fine. We're not getting into introductions, we're not getting into memento exchange right now, because what we're going to talk is of more essence than all those protocols. Sirs, your organization, please tell us what is your type of membership, the membership services that you provide, the resources that you offer your members, your vision, the purpose, the structure, age, alliance, membership needs and challenges, and your authority in the organization. I leave that question open to all of us.
Yes. My name is Joe Mcinerney, and I'm the President and CEO of the American Hotel and Lodging Association. We are the only hotel association that represents all shareholders in the hotel industry in the United States. We provide advocacy, education, training, research, image management, and public relations for the hotel industry. We have a foundation that does $1.2 million a year in scholarships, research grants, school to career and workforce development programs. We have an educational institute that 15,000 hotels now are on our online programs. We have provide videos, textbooks and curriculum around the world, and we've had an office in Mumbai for the last 18 years. KV Simon runs that and provides educational materials to universities throughout India, and working with all the major hotel companies, and we're there to be a resource for everybody in training and education.
Hospitality, financial, and technology professionals. Hospitality, financial, and technology professionals. We are the educational association for anyone who works in either technology or finance. Our members are from 70 countries. I'm sorry, we have 70 chapters from a number of countries. Our latest chapter is here in Mumbai. It was just established in June. And we do certification programs for both the technology and the financial professional. We also run a show called High Tech, which is the oldest hospitality technology conference in the world and one of the oldest technology conferences in the world. And we have a number of student chapters around the world to prepare future finance and technology professionals for the industry.
Just to add to it, this is basically an individual membership. And we saw India to be a very good potential place where we need to be, because a lot of brands are coming in here and there's a lot of standardizations that's taking place within the hospitality field in the form of technology implementations. And all the traveling people are carrying their gadgets with them. How can we provide that educational resource to the people in the field of finance and technology to be uniform across the board? From a technology standpoint, how to integrate incoming technology into existing buildings, or when you are building a hotel, what to consider to have infrastructure into your hotels, some of the things that we share amongst our members. From a finance standpoint, there is a uniform standards of accounting for hospitality industry within the US market that we collaborate with the AH&LA to write that book. It's in the 10th edition, if I'm not mistaken. 11th edition is in the works. And we saw that there could be some avenue for HFTP to create a global standard. And so we have taken up that project to write the global standards of accounting for the hospitality industry. And the Europe version is under production right now. And shortly we'll be launching the Indian version, working with some of the institutions here that will be sort of audited by the professionals and the chartered accountants. If you want to take a financial statement of a hotel in the United States and compare it to the hotel in India, you will see a lot of differences right now because the coding system is different and the reporting system is different. Based on that, the bankers are not in a position to say which hotel is doing well and how they can finance those hotels. So we said we come up with a global standard, and if we can get a buy-in from the industry and from you all to say, yes, we will follow that global standard, which is approved by the Chartered Accountants of India, and then that becomes a standard that can be implemented. That's the future goal that we are looking into.
Raman, I have a person here. If Mr. Patodia is here from Bike, he's the gentleman who is in charge of giving that lecture on the service taxes when your session is in. Probably I think we can integrate it with the chartered accountants here so that it gets into an approval system from the taxation authorities of India. That will help us put that chapter together at the conference.
The other thing that is two certifications, CHA and CHTP. As hoteliers and owners, if you have somebody that you are planning to hire, and you see a CHTP certification that that person has, you have no doubts that he has the knowledge in the field of technology and hospitality. And if you have a certification of CHAE, you don't have to worry that he is well versed with the accounting systems in the hospitality industry. Thank you.
So I'm Alkesh Patel with the Asian American Hotel Owners Association. AAHOA is the largest hotel association in the United States. The members own over 22,000 hotels. We own 45% of the hotels in the United States. With majority brands, the members own more than 50%, you know, like Best Western, Choice, Wyndham, ABBI. AAHOA was formed in 1989 with 100 members getting together who are the professional hoteliers involved in running independent motels. And majority, 90% of the members are from the state of Gujarat. They're Gujaratis, and 70% are Patels. So, you know, as the membership started in the motel industry, you know, it was a coincidence that motel and Patels, and how you hear a lot of times that it's Patel motels. But the membership, the main goal is to provide the networking platform for the members and provide the education to do the advocacy. We provide the CHO program, which is a Certified Hotel Owners Program that is recognized all over by a majority of the brands. We also have a CHP, Certified Hotel Professional Program, that we offer here at the SP University, that we've been doing it for 7 years. AAHOA has been involved in bringing a delegation to India. In 2007, AAHOA worked, I personally worked with the Indian government in actually doing the feasibility study of the hotels and requirements. So we have been actively involved. AAHOA has been actively involved not only in the United States, but also in India. And I'm glad that we had AH&LA, HFTP, and everyone together today working with FHRAI. We work with FICI and like-minded association. So glad to be here today.
I think we'll have to write the constitution of FHRAI in Gujarati because I'm the first Gujarati president after 55 years to take over as a president of FHRAI. But we have even you and Mr. Rama, both, all three of us from Gujarat on the stage here. And the hotel industry doesn't find a lot of these guys. They're more into diamonds and textiles and trading, but hospitality is a new fad that comes into our business.
I'm the president of IH&RA, Ghassan Aidi. IH&RA stands for the International Hotel and Restaurant Association, the oldest association that is created today. It has 145 years old. It was created in 1868. We do represent the hotel industry and the restaurant industry too. We are similar to UNWTO. WTO represent the public sector. We do represent the private sector. We are recognized by United Nations in 1948 as the voice of the private sector. What we do, we defend you. We are working to defend the private sector toward the international organization, United Nations, and government. Because as you may know, everybody considers us the milky cow to cover their failure in economy and to pay taxes. Well, now we are not anymore the milky cow. We do defend ourselves as much as I can.
Dr. Aidi, it's no different from India, is it?
No. India is very important for us because FHRAI was created, as he said yesterday, because we refused their membership. They want to be member at IH&RA at that time.
That was a Taj.
Excuse me?
The Taj Mahal Hotel wanted to become.
Yes. And this is one of the oldest member that is still there, still member. And we did already 2 Congress in India, one in 1955 and one in 1988, plus other seminar and other meeting. The last one that I attended was the conclave of the hotelier in New Delhi. This is practically about everything. We do several programs. One of the program for sustainable development, I talk about it. We do also hotel classification and standardization, and we are working, we did few projects already with WTO, and we are working now to redo that in a different way. We do a program with IOM, International Organization of Migration, which is called the Migration of Labor Worldwide. Then we have several big programs that we are organizing, and this is about everything. Thank you.
I think you needed to mention you have 2 lakh members and 6 lakh restaurant members on the website, as it says.
Excuse me?
Your IH&RA website says you have 200,000 members
Well,
as
we
hotel.
do represent the industry. We cannot have exactly the number. FHRAI is member. Today they have 5,000 hotel. We count that. Tomorrow they have 7,000. They don't update their membership. Then we cannot know exactly. We do estimate the industry at 400,000 hotel and 7 million restaurant.
Ghassan, it's like all of our organizations. We represent the industry in that group. Only some of them pay us.
That's true.
Fred.
UNWTO, that is a World Tourism Organization, is an intergovernmental organization, a UN agency.
Here, it's working. No, I think he needs to be at work. It's working. You need to be
close it.
loud, yes.
So, no, I just said that UNWTO, the World Tourism Organization, is an intergovernmental organization. It's a UN agency based in Madrid, Spain. We gather 155 member states, and we dedicate mainly to several issues. First, to issue some statistics. We are in charge to publish the global statistic on tourism for each country. Second, we lead some research and studies on market trends, and we disseminate it We disseminate them through publications and seminars. We have an important program of technical cooperation targeting both the public sector and some private companies. We deliver a lot of different services in this technical assistance program, and you can find it in our website. We publish our technical services portfolio, among them hotel classification and quality criteria, for example. We are, as an example, finishing right now a very important project in Egypt. We reformed totally the hotel classification systems, that is the criteria, as well as a control system during the last 3 years. We have also different technical programs dealing with sustainability, sustainable tourism, ethic tourism, crisis management, and so. But basically, as a UN agency, we are a forum, and we advocate for the tourism industry, especially since the tourism sector is not well recognized at the national level and international as well. And we try to help the ministries of industry to advocate themselves the importance of the tourism industry in their country.
Frederic, my question is, yesterday, when the tourism minister started flying from Delhi, he sent me a message saying, make sure I get a suite and I'm able to speak to Frederic for the UN WTO. What happened in that presidential suite?
We are going to meet very soon.
A typical government answer.
Vikram Madhok, I'm the chairman for the World Travel and Tourism Council of India. Let me speak internationally for 30 seconds. We are a grouping of high-powered CEOs and chairmen of global travel companies that covers all the segments, which is hotels, airlines, shipping, travel, the fraternity, both tour operators and travel agents. And we are relatively very young. We are just about 2 decades old globally. Domestically speaking, we were founded in the WTTC II, India Initiative, which is unique to WTTC in a sense that we are the largest India chapter, or the largest chapter for WTTC anywhere in the world. We set this up on the behest of Mr. Pierret Oberoi. And I turned to the doctor this afternoon or this morning. You were very eloquent in highlighting all the areas of or impediments or inadequacies of tourism, what is hindering tourism to this country. You also took the government, or at least he's quite on our side though, but you still took him to task, and he didn't have many answers. I must compliment you on that. For that particular reason,